Hey guys, welcome to Lorley's Plastic Kitchen. I'm Lorley, so come on in. Hey guys, welcome to Lorley's Plastic Kitchen. And today in my kitchen, I'm going to be making my fluffy pancakes, and you're going to want to stay in tune for that. So come on in and join me. Right here, I have 2 cups of milk. Now I've also used both regular milk and almond milk on this recipe. So if you can't have lactose, you can also use almond milk. It'll still come out great. And you want to make sure your milk is room temperature. Also, your eggs need to be room temperature as well. This is the key ingredient to having fluffy pancakes. And a little trick that I do with my eggs, if I have them in the refrigerator, is I put them in a bowl of like hot or warm water just to bring it to room temperature for about like 5 to 10 minutes. So that's a little trick if you want to do that as well. And then also you're going to be needing a tablespoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Here I have 3 tablespoons of sugar, as well as 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 1 tablespoon of oil. You're also going to be needing 2 cups of flour. So we're going to get on the flour right now. This recipe works really great, especially if you want to have your kids do it, because I just wrote the recipe down for my son and he was able to follow it real nicely, so it's pretty easy to work with, and it's better than getting the store-bought pancake mix. Plus it's easier, so it's not very hard to do. There's 1 cup. Now you're going to want to take all of your dry ingredients as well. There's my baking powder and baking soda, my sugar and salt. And once you got those in, you're going to want to give it a quick mix, just like that. And don't mind the background noise, guys, because as usual, that's my husband trying to make some coffee. So I swear it's nothing else but that. So now that I gave it a quick mix, I'm going to add my tablespoon. The reason why I have vinegar is because this is 1 tablespoon of vinegar. I'm going to add my vinegar to my milk, and then I'm going to give it a quick mix, and I'm going to let it sit for a little bit. See how it's already starting to curdle? This is going to be just like buttermilk, but see the way it's like curdling right there? That's what you want. That's what the vinegar does, and it gives it that extra little tanginess to it. And after that, I'm going to take my wet ingredients and I'm going to add it to my dry ingredients. Now my eggs. Now after you get your eggs in, make sure you don't crack any shells in there, because then you're going to have that crunchiness. So I'm going to go wash my hands. Now I'm just going to continue adding my wet ingredients. 1 teaspoon of vanilla and my 1 tablespoon of oil. Now once that's in, you're going to want to make sure it's incorporated. Now at this point, you don't want to overmix your batter, because then you're going to get some hard pancakes and they're not going to be fluffy. So that's the whole purpose of this pancake mix. It's going to be a fluffy batter, just like that. See how it's coming together? See, I'm mixing it just to incorporate it, but I'm still going to have lumps. So it's going to be a lumpy, bumpy batter, just like life. Life has its lumps and bumps. You just go over them and continue to press on. Okay, that's good enough. Once you're done with your batter, and during that process, you're going to want to make sure you have a preheated pan I love using the cast iron for my pancakes because they come out really wonderful. If you have a little problem with sticking with cast iron, just add a little bit of oil, or I just add a little bit of spray oil on it. So how I test my pancakes is I take a little bit of the batter and I just place a little bit on there, just like a mini pancake, just to make sure your pan is hot enough, or if it's too hot, then you can just lower your temperature. See how it's starting to bubble and dry up on the end? That's when you want to make sure you flip your pancake. See? The pan is ready. So now I'm going to continue to make these ones, the full-size ones. You can make little pancakes for your kids if you want. I make them for my son, my youngest son. He loves mini pancakes, and I make regular ones for the rest of the family. So I'm going to continue to make these pancakes and I'll show you the result. You can also use a pourer to pour it as well, or a ladle. I was showing you both ways. That way you have options, so we'll do it this way. So since I've been making these pancakes right here, I have my little customer right here. He's waiting patiently for his pancakes because I usually make my dogs pancakes as well. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I also make mini pancakes for my dogs. So I'm going to continue cooking these pancakes and flipping. But see how the first one is always going to come out like that? It's always going to come out like that until your pan gets ready for the heat and the rest of them. Now while we're waiting as well for these pancakes to cook, my cameraman's going to show you my new addition to my family, my little babies and my puppies. My doggie had her babies. So cute, huh? I call them my grand doggies because she's like my little daughter, so I call them my grand doggies. Yes, I know. I'm weird. See how nice and fluffy they are? How nice and fluffy they're rising? That's what's great about that batter, because it comes out consistent every time. And just the thickness of them comes out consistently. If you follow that recipe, I'm sure you're gonna have great pancakes. Now if you want them thicker than this, the consistency, this is thick enough for us, but if you want them a little thicker, just go ahead and add a little bit more flour to it and it'll make it thicker for you. But we like this consistency because they're thick enough. See them? They're thick enough, they're fluffy, they're soft. So I'm gonna finish these up and I'm making a little berry sauce to go over it on the side right here. Once I'm done with the berry sauce, and if you want the recipe to this berry sauce, or if you want me to make a video on it, go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section. So I'm going to continue finishing up. Okay, now our pancakes are done, and I'm going to give my Cody some pancakes. See how nice and fluffy they are? because he's gonna try them for me. Because today he was being my cameraman. Ooh, I made this berry sauce right there. Wanna try it?
Yeah, hold on one sec.
Woody.
I gotta put on some syrup.
Wow.
Pancakes ain't nothing without syrup.
Plus syrup?
Real, 100% maple. Look at that. Oh yeah.
You gonna give your wife a bite?
Nope. These are mine.
Wow.
That's the ticket right
Not
there.
even Sherry. I'm gonna take a
Sorry.
bite anyways.
That's the ticket.
You guys gotta try these.
I love breakfast for dinner.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Laurel's Classic Kitchen for more of these recipes. I'll be seeing you soon. God bless you. Bye.
Later.